Alright guys, we're doing a settings video. Obviously right now we're on console. We're on the rollers, you know what I'm saying? No cheats. Come on gang, I'm not that kind of person. Oops. But we're gonna do Xbox and then we're gonna switch to PC, and yeah. So I'll probably put timestamps if you wanna, I guess, cut to PC. But for Xbox we pretty much have everything. Display performance metrics, it's set to minimal. It's the little FPS ping version of Rainbow. Yeah, I mean that's on you. I have the connecting feedback to, we're obviously in settings general, you already know. But the stun effect, I like it dark because why you don't want to be blinded, bro. Come on, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Tinnitus effect, I believe this is, yeah, ring wave. This is the, when something explodes, it like rings in your ear. If it's like a breach charge on you or like a nitro so and it like almost killed you, it rings. That's really fucking annoying to me. So I just muted it. And then cycle inside camera, honestly, I don't know what this is. I think it's uh like if you turn it on, it's like the D-pad, it switches automatic. I don't know. I have it off though. So, and then diffuser pickup is both. You can have it to manual is good too, but I do both because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really give that much of a fuck. Visible throw trajectory. When you hold the drone or hold the C4, it like tells you where it's gonna go. It's very useful. Keep that on, obviously. Drone after prep, semi-automatic. I do like it like that. Automatic means when you throw a drone, it instantly is gonna put you on a drone. So yeah, don't have that. Manual, I don't honestly know what that one does. Remains in the observation tool unless all attacker drones were destroyed. So I guess if all attackers drones are destroyed, automatically gets you off of it, which is it's all right too. But mine is semi-automatic. Match replay is on because you know you got to see if they're cheating or not. My crossplay matchmaking is console, even though I'm still fighting PC players in top champ lobbies. Because, you know, the Cronus Zen, you can't fucking beat those motherfuckers, let's be honest. My HUD settings is pretty much default. The only thing I have turned off is nicknames of people, or like just the name tags of people. I find it kind of annoying. It bothers me every now and then. You get those people who, you know, you die to because you thought it was your teammate's name tag and it wasn't. I fucking hate that. So we're just gonna move away from the HUD, but everything is pretty much on advanced. The compass, I like it really big, so yeah, I guess don't do that if you don't like it like that. I like it big. It doesn't bother me at all, so I like it like that. So yeah, and we're gonna move on to audio. So obviously English because I speak English, although I can have Spanish. Not oh yeah, I fucked up. I am not Chico. We obviously the spoken language. I might change it to Spanish actually, just to, you know, practice a little bit more. But yeah, I have it set to English for both menu and spoken language. But that's on you. I mean, that's your preference. I don't know. Subtitles, I mean, they used to be useful back in like I don't know, the early days of Siege. They were useful. Now they're not really useful, so I have them off. My dynamic range, I mean, I like high. Low's okay, but I also like high more. Tinnitus effect, it's the same ear ring thing that I was talking to you guys about. It's also in here. Or if you throw a nitro near you and it doesn't kill you, sometimes your ear will ring and it's annoying and you can't hear to make the game realistic. I don't know, but don't have that on if you're playing ranked. Come on. Master volume maximum, everything is maximum, and then voiceover volume, I guess 100 as well. I don't know what this is actually. Sorry about the jets. I can't control that. I'm not in GTA. I can't just. No, I can't stop. That's fucked up. So obviously the digital output device, I can't change it to anything else, so boohoo, I guess. And then voice chat volume is set to 65 because it's a decent balance. I honestly like to set it to 55 to 60. That's on you though. VSync, always have this off. When you have this on, it feels horrible. Your reaction time is shit with this on. So make sure this is off. Same with prioritize performance. I have people that do resolution because performance doesn't do anything. But if you can, or if you feel a little difference between these two, like maybe it looks cleaner here, but it also, you run 120 frames with performance, that's on you. Like I said, we all are different. You guys should know, but I run performance because, I mean, I want the best frames as possible instead of 60 automatically. Also, when you have resolution, it automatically caps it to 60. So I guess do it at your own will if you like really good quality, but that's on you. I don't know. I have it set to performance because 120 frames. I play a lot of ranked. I want that extra frame rate, even though it's not really actually 120 frames. I've heard. I'm not sure, but do that on your own will. 90 field of view is what I do. Like I said, this is on console, so yeah. HUD display area, I like it set to 80 because it makes like the operator and all that shit. Like I could see everybody on the roster, like Goyo, Dock, Warden, shit like that. They're all tiny. I like it like that. Yeah, I'm weird, sure. I don't know. The menu display, I mean, you could do whatever you want with it. I don't really care. My brightness is set to 70. Mainly for maps like, I forgot what map it was on. I think it's Cafe Dostoevsky. Top red, it's super dark there. Before, I used to run 60 to 65. But now I run 70 because those little areas where it's super dark, it's hard to see and it really does fuck me up. But we're moving on to controls. So for controls, vibration, turn that off. Come on. Especially if you're trying to get used to PC, I would recommend turning it off because there's no vibration on your keyboard in PC. So do that on your own will though. I mean, that's on you. That's just what I have. Oop, no. Okay. So gadget deployment, I have it set to advanced as well because when you throw a drone, it goes on. It's one of those two. I don't know. I think it's this one too. But gadget deployment, advanced, never do standard because standard, once you get on the gadget, it makes you go on it automatically. So if I throw a drone, it makes it go on. It's annoying. Don't even deal with that. Drone deployment, I believe it's the same thing, what I just explained. Leaning behavior, obviously do not do default because if you do default, you're not going to be able to lean without aiming. And that's a really good thing to do every now and then, you know. So have alternative or alternate, whatever. Controller layout, I have the default one. I'm not really changing nothing. I should, you know, with a couple. What I will say, I've been trying, well, I scoot back because of this. I've been trying the LB and RB. I use the Xbox controller, obviously, so it's, I don't know what it is for PS5, sorry. But the little buttons I've used to shoot and aim before, and I do like it. I might switch to that later on and try to get used to it, because I did honestly like it a lot more than the triggers, because the triggers, look, here's the thing. Here's what most people say. I can't really have like a good angle to show you. But when you click on the trigger, listen, it takes a long ass fucking time. And it's kind of annoying sometimes. And I tried the little buttons and it's pretty nasty. So I might try that later on, but if you want to do that, try it. I don't know. It's honestly pretty easy to get used to, but that's on you. And then my look inversion, disabled. Controller rotation is classic. Never do updated. Updated fucks with your shit way more in my opinion. But if you have updated and you're popping off, you know, you got a 1.6 thousand KD, I guess keep that unless you keyboard and mouse and you don't need this shit at all. Vertical, well, this is my sensitivity. I pretty much use 30 vertical sensitivity and then 55 for horizontal. I will say my left stick dead zone is usually 2 to 3 and then my right one is 3 as well. But lately I've been trying 4 and I think 4 might be the little move for me. And then controller ADS, obviously 32, 58 on everything else. I guess if you want to use my settings, go ahead. It's not that bad. I do like the 30 vertical because it helps me control recoil. I do like 31, 32, and 33. They're also really nice. But I got used to 30, so I was like, I might as well just stay on 30, you know. But yeah, and then my aim is set to hold. Come on, you don't want toggle. Toggle's yuck. And then drone speed boost is hold, although toggle is, I mean, if you want that, that's on you. I don't really like toggle. I kind of find it uncomfortable for me. And then advanced controller option. Personally, I know a lot of people use this, but I will say if you do not use it, I learned this because of Richie, the GOAT, one of the GOATs, you know, that if you disable everything, this is for the people who do not use this, by the way. If you do use it, don't tweak anything. I guess use it how you normally have it right now. But pretty much, if you have it on or turn it on real quick, turn everything to 0 so it doesn't affect you at all, and then turn it off and then enable that. It really does help. At the beginning of, I think it was RAM season, there was like a really bad bug where you felt like horrible delay. And after I saw Richie's video on this, or there was like a short, I can't remember. But after seeing this video, I turned all of these off and it was back to normal. It was perfect. All thanks to Richie. All right, so for the motion blur, I have it off because I don't like that little like red blurriness that you get every now and then. It's like around your screen. It's not really in your like ACOG. It's more of like around it. And it's kind of annoying. I don't want to deal with that, so I have it off. But if you like the realism in Siege, I guess keep it on. But for a person that plays ranked every single day, no, I'm just kidding, not every single day, but I try to play a lot. But I have it off because I find it annoying. And that little blur you get in the middle of 1v1s kind of make it pretty shitty. Once again, the stun, I have it set to dark. And then this is the tinnitus thing where you get that ring in your ear and it's kind of annoying. Turn that off. Dynamic range, this is the sound again. And then your team colors, if you want to change these, that's on you. My enemies are blue and my teammates are red, obviously. I mean, that's how I have it. Why do I have it like that? I don't have it for an advantage. I originally had it for because my favorite color is red, and that's about it, bro. I didn't have it like, oh, I can see claymores better. No, no, no. I just had it because I like red as, and blue will obviously, I don't know. I mean, orange I feel like is worse with claymores. Blue is really good with claymores, but I didn't have it because like, oh, I want a better advantage. No, I just had it because my favorite color is red, and that's it. Nothing too special about it. And then the chat preferences, nobody changes these. Off, 100. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's the chat, the little, I mean, I barely look at chat anyways because console doesn't have that. And then transparent for the other one. But pretty much that's all my settings, bro. For console at least. We're going to switch to PC right now. So let's go. But I just got champ. In the hardest season to get champ. But we're going to go over my settings on PC now. So pretty much squad privacy, invite only. The ping, it's always on. I need to stop. So display performance, same thing. I have it minimal here. Connection thing, the feedback. I mean, you can have it off or icons only, but I like it default because it tells me what it is exactly. Stun, obviously, dark. I don't want to be white in the face, blinded. Especially with the face cam now. I'm not trying to be white as hell. No, I'm just kidding. But tinnitus, it's the same thing where if you get stunned, sometimes you'll get that random like ring in your ear in game, obviously. I have it muted because it's annoying. Cycle inside camera groups off. And then diffuser pickup is both. Although I might try to menu. I might try that. I don't know. We'll see. And then my drone after prep is semi-automatic on here as well. Match replay is on, obviously. Text channel is communication. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Text channel, chat channel is set to all because I don't really care. I'm not someone who like, oh, I mental chalk myself with negative comments from the enemy. I'm not that kind of guy. Crossplay communication is on because you never know when someone's playing on Xbox on your team. Like I said, same exact thing from Xbox is to here as well. My HUD is the exact same. The only difference is I don't see gamer tags of people because I find it annoying every now and then. And then obviously spoken language English, menu and subtitle language English as well. I could do Spanish. I could, but I'd rather not, you know. But subtitles off as well. Dynamic range is set to high. Although low, I mean, it's good too. I like them both. They're both honestly okay choices. I just prefer high. I don't know why. I forgot the exact detail why, but I go with high. And then tinnitus effect, same thing. Stun grenade C4, you get that ring in your ear. Just have it muted unless you're doing some other thing with it. I don't know. Master volume was obviously 100 because I'm a sound hoarding fuck. And then my in-game sound effects volume is obviously that. And then 4, 100, 4, 100, 4, 100. And then I have voiceover preset maximum. Don't really know what that is. Turn in-game voice announcer voice on or off. He's not annoying to me, so I have it on. And I just realized my input device is the webcam for some reason. Hopefully it's not like that in the video. I'm pretty sure it's not. But yeah. Mute on unfocus. I don't have that. That's kind of weird. I don't know how that works. The microphone I have, it's literally right here. You search it up on Amazon. It's the exact same one that I have. And then for the headset, I do use the Astro Mixamp Pro. Or I pretty much use the A40s. You can probably see right here. Yeah, I don't know. A40s. I don't know where the information is on it. They're pretty beat up. I've had them for a very long time, and they're still doing work for me to this day. But I have it with the TR Mixamp. I don't have the really big lengthy mix amp. I have the really small one, the really old one. It's like a white one. So if you want to get that, I mean, that's on you. Or if you just have the Astro A40s, that works too. I don't know, but that's the headset that I use. We'll go over my settings about the Astro A40s in the app as well, because I have used it before, but it's been a very long time because I mean I have it set to one preset. But I also have the 4060, and then my monitor is the C27G4Z, I believe. AOC, yeah. And then obviously 1920 1080 full screen, obviously. And then my refresh rate on my monitor is 280. My goodness, I love 280. It's the best. I went from 60 to 280, and oh, fellas, if you get a good monitor, get a good monitor. It's pretty nice. And then for my aspect ratio, it is 5:4. Although I did use 4:3 for the longest time, but I did like 5:4 a little bit more. But that's on you. VSync, always have that off. VSync will literally make your game more stuttery, unless you need it for your monitor, I guess. I believe if you have like GeForce, or I forgot uh the ones for AMD, I can't remember. But I guess it's on you, but I have it set to off because uh I don't use VSync. It's not useful for my monitor, so I don't have it on. And I feel like it makes the game worse frame wise, but I'm not sure. And then my FPS limit, honestly, I've heard a lot of people say that having a limiter is good. I guess it's on you depending on what you have. Uh, I mean, yeah, I have it set to off because I don't need a limiter. And then widescreen letterbox. I mean, yeah, I don't know what this does to be honest. But I have it off. And then my field of view, I have it set to 85. That's on you if you want to change yours or not. But I have mine set to 85. I feel like it's a comfortable level. I haven't tried 90, but maybe I'll try. I don't know. We'll see. And then my HUD display area for here, it's the exact same thing. I like my operators, and then like where it shows like visual, Goya, all that shit. I like it small, as I mentioned on the console. And then my brightness on here is the same thing, 70. And then we're going to the graphics changes, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you came here for. Uh, a lot of computer users, but pretty much Nvidia reflex low latency. I have it set to on. If you have a good PC, you should set it to on and boost, but I have a mediocre one, so I set it to on just to be on the safe side. And then obviously my overall quality is custom because everything has changed, but pretty much everything is set to low, the lowest, because I want the most frames as possible. And I will say the one thing you guys definitely should change is either try, I guess it depends on what you guys want. If you guys don't mind shit quality, but like you get more frames, then do TAA on, and then do 25% on rendering. You could, I guess, up it, but it will use more of your graphics card. So I don't recommend it, especially if your shit blows up like mine. No, I'm just kidding. But it all depends on what you have, I guess. If you want to, copy my settings. Like I said, I want the most frames as possible. I don't care about the gameplay or how it looks. Oh, I want that flower to look, more colorful. I want to see the butterfly. You think I give a fuck about that? No, I don't give a shit. I care about frames. But my shit is pretty much 25. And then the sharpness, this doesn't affect your game at all. As you see, it's not getting higher from, it's still 835. But before, I used to use this one. I would have it off, and I would have these 25, 25, and then off. You can have that too if you like the quality of, try them both. There's a huge difference between the two. TAA on, the quality looks a lot more shittier, but more frames. But if you like your quality a little bit better, but you still want a good frame count, then do off plus 0, 0, or 25 to 0, I think is what it is. Yeah, right. It's 0, this one? Yeah, 0. But I want more frames, so I have it set to the lowest possible pretty much. But that's on you. Like I said, try them both out if you want. Like I said, TAA is for, it makes the game uglier, but you get more frames. But if you want the game to look a little bit pretty and still have a little bit of a high frame count, then turn it off and set it to 0 to the TAA sharpness and the render scaling. But it all depends on you guys. I don't know what you guys have PCs, so that's all on you guys. But we're moving on to the controls. So my drone speed boost is set to hold. Toggle is kind of uncomfortable on here too. Honestly, raw input mouse and keyboard, I literally have had it on and off so many times. I'm always having it on, I'm always having it off. I dabble between the two. But here's what I noticed from testing out raw input in my experience. So the issue that I've had with it is controlling recoil with it on is a little bit harder. And then when I have it off, my controlling recoil is splendid, amazing. I don't understand it. I guess I've heard a lot of people say it's a placebo effect. I heard people say, oh, you need to have it on. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really see much of a difference besides my recoil control. But it's like the smallest change. Like maybe one little like bullet from Ash's gun maybe goes a little higher. I don't know. But I just have it off. I guess that's on you guys. I've always had it off. I turned it on maybe like once a season and my recoil control was fucked. But I don't know. And then mouse look inversion, if you have this enabled, what the fuck? So that is pretty much, if you swipe left, it turns right. If you turn right, it turns left. I don't know. If you have this on, you're fucking crazy. You must be insane. I don't know. But yeah, do that at your own will. I have it disabled though. I don't know. And then for horizontal and vertical, they're both 55. I do have a multiplier on. I believe it is 1,000? I don't even remember. But it's 1.0, I think. My multiplier. It's 1.0 and then 3 more zeros in my multiplier. I believe it's, yeah, I think it's Spoit's multiplier. I have that one pretty much. And then I have 55, 55. And then for my ADS, it's 43, and then the rest is 67. That's my sensitivity. I think it's actually the same as Spoit's. I'm not sure. I think it is. But I tried a lot of the YouTuber senses, and I see why they use them, but I like Spoit's the most. And I honestly felt more consistent with Spoit's. So I pretty much have Spoit's sense. Shout out to Spoit. you know. But it's a really good sense. I do like it. I've been using it for a while, and I mean, I hit champion. That tells you a lot already. Voice cracked. Ew. But yeah, sorry, a lot of talking. I'm thirsty, I guess. I don't know, bro. Mouse scroll, I don't use it at all because I fat finger a lot with it, and it kind of bothers me. I do use the button though, so I guess use that on your own will. You do you. And then for gadget deployment, I have it set to advanced as well. Drone deployment, advanced as well. Aim is hold. My brother uses toggle, and he is insane. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. But yeah, I use hold on lean on aim. Bleh. My lean is toggle. That's another thing. You can have hold. I heard hold is really, really good for quick peeking, but I can't, dude. I tried it for like a week. It's fucked. It's so hard. I could not get used to it. Sprint is set to hold. Crouch is set to toggle. Prone is set to toggle. Walk is set to hold. And then my controls, honestly, not much has changed. Just, I know the default nitro cell is G, but I replaced G with melee. Well, I'll probably just show like slow-mo so you guys could see like everything slow. Because I know a lot of people appreciate that kind of shit. Oh yeah, my push to talk is 3. I'll explain why in a bit. It used to be a button that I did not use, but I'll put it slow so you guys could see everything I do. But if I had to go off of memory, I believe my scroll wheel is like clicking the scroll wheel is my gadget, as in like I think throw nades, and then my bottom mouse button, which is obviously this one right here. If you do not know, I have 2 mouse buttons pretty much. I don't have 4. I have 2, but the bottom one I believe is to go get my other gadget. So if I'm playing, I don't know, like Osa, I think it's backwards. I think my nitro cell is the mouse button, and my scroll wheel is the gadget for like Osa to pull out her shield or something like that. I think that's what it is. But yeah, those are my controls. I showed them. I'm not gonna explain everything. I'm just gonna, because there's way too much shit that I think I changed. And then controller, I don't have a controller. I've never used the controller on PC because I want to get better on keyboard and mouse. Obviously, the privacy. I don't use streamer mode stuff because I'm not a streamer. And then color accessibility preset is custom. I use green, obviously. I guess I used turquoise at one point. That was kind of weird. I don't remember ever using turquoise. 45 on here too. Screen shake, have it off. It's annoying. I explained it on console already why you should have it off. I have a dark glare for when I get stunned. And then same on here. Your team color is red. Enemies are blue. Favorite color. You already know why. Okay. And then what else do I got to show? I got to show Nvidia and then some other stuff. And then I guess my mouse as well. But we're going to cut to that right now. So we're now on my control panel, obviously. Hopefully I'm not showing anything really bad. I'm just kidding. I don't think I'm showing anything fucked. But for the first one, adjust image settings with preview. Mine's set to performance, obviously. Because I am an FPS gamer. Cancel, I do not want to change anything. But pretty much with image scaling, it's off. Well, I'm not going to say. You guys could just look. But these are my settings. I will say it all depends on your PC. It all depends what you have. Because if you have maybe a really godly PC, you could probably have all of these on and it'll be amazing. But I have them off because I do not want my shit to explode. So, no, I'm just kidding. But this is what I have. I guess do this at your own will. Change this if you want. This gets me the most frames though. This is what I used to give me the most frames. With the tweaks that I've done, the little tests that I'm constantly doing, not really doing them anymore. It's been a really long time since I've touched these. But pretty much this is what I get high performance with. All of this, there's nothing in quality pretty much. I don't care about my game looking smooth and amazing. Butterflies, colors, changes have been made. I haven't made any changes. The fuck? All right, next thing. And obviously right here, set it to your graphics card, not your CPU. Never do that. I did that once and it fucked my shit. Don't do that. And then obviously refresh rate, change it right here, 280 hertz. Same with your, obviously right here, 280 hertz, whatever your monitor can go to the maximum. It obviously shows wherever it says PC, it tells you what your maximum is. So if you have like a 1440p monitor, you can go higher with that. But mine's is 1920 1080, with 280 hertz is the maximum. So mine's is just set to that. And then for the bottom, cancel. No, but I'm not changing shit. And then for the bottom, I use the default colors, but I mean, if you use Nvidia color settings, that shouldn't affect your FPS at all. And then these are my monitor settings pretty much for in here at least. So not showing that one. We'll show this one though. So the desktop size and position for Rainbow, I would do no scaling. And then obviously display, you have it set to display, not GPU. Override the scaling mode set by games and programs. Have that off. I don't know. I have it off. I've heard people say that you should have it off. I'm not sure. And then same thing here, 1920 1080. And then 280 hertz. And I believe that's everything, right? Yep, that seems about everything. With the NVIDIA control panel. But that's about it. And then let me show. What else do we got? Oh, yeah, we got to show. Oh, we are in my mouse. I have the Viper V2 Pro. No tweaks. No, nothing changed. It's actually the Viper V2 Pro. It's probably, and I will mention as well, I do have the hyper polling dongle as well, if you want to use that. It's a pretty good mouse, pretty decent. Not the best, not the worst. I'd say it's a good standard mouse, but yeah, Razer hyper polling wireless dongle. Pretty much this dongle that I have, the little black thing that I just showed you guys, it allows my mouse to get 8,000 hertz. It's like I said, it's not the best mouse. It's not the worst. I think it's a good, in my opinion, it's probably the best mouse I've ever had. You guys probably have better. You guys probably have like a Viper V3 Pro, which is a really good mouse I've heard. Or maybe like a, I don't know. Well, I can't really think of it. Maybe the Logitech G Pro Wireless. I've never had the G Pro Wireless. I've only had the G Pro. But pretty much my mouse, it's the same stuff. I didn't change much. The click, scroll wheel, everything does the same thing. Mouse buttons, you could just change that in game. I wouldn't recommend changing them in here. My DPI, it's set to 1600. And then for my polling rate, it is 4000. Honestly, in my experience, polling rate, it's not big of a difference. I'll say that. I don't really notice it much. You can do 1000, you'll be fine. It's not like, oh, it's a big advantage. At first, when I first came to PC, I thought polling rate was so important. But honestly, countless times of playing, yeah, I see no difference with it. So, honest, if you have an 1000 per polling rate mouse, keep it, bro. It's not worth upgrading. But if you really want to get like a small competitive advantage, even the slightest, I guess, go for it. I don't really notice a difference with 2004. Well, I do notice a slight difference, a small little difference, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I feel like controlling DMRs is a little bit easier with 4000 than 2000. 2000 feels a bit wonky controlling it. DMR specifically on PC, obviously. But I guess try it. I do 4000 all the time. I dabble between 2000. Honestly, I like 4000 more. Through the testing that I've done, and then 1600 DPI. Sensitivity stages, I don't have any stages, I just have one. And then I will say as well, it came with stickers to like grip it as well. If you have those, that's cool. I don't like them because it adds a little extra weight to it, and it turns back to like 60 pounds, or not. I don't know the weight exactly, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't like those grip stickers. I feel like it ruins the mouse when it comes to weight wise, and it makes it like more slower to drag. So I have no stickers on it, but if you do, it's not really that bad. And then for the power, I don't like it at all. So I have it set to 1. Calibration, the tracking distance, I have tried this. I find it a little annoying, in my opinion. Pretty much what this does, if you set it to high, you can like move your mouse, like you can have your mouse like this, and it'll move like still, as like you drag. If you move it like this, it'll like count as it dragging on like the mouse pad pretty much. I don't like it at all. I find it kind of uncomfortable. So I have it set to low to where it doesn't do that at all. But do that at your own will. Like I said, I have the hyper polling wireless dongle. You have to buy them separately, unfortunately. If you want to get the Viper V2 Pro, I did not know that. You pretty much have to buy the dongle separately from the hyper, or on their website. So I pretty much got the Viper V2 Pro, expecting I would get 8,000 hertz, but I did not. Unfortunately, but it's fine. I bought it anyways, and I love it. It's a good mouse. But I will say, close out the app completely in your task manager as well. I recommend doing that. And yeah, what else can we show? Let me think. Then we will say, I did say about the Astro. Here's my mix amp right here. You can see what it looks like. This is the one that I use. I've been using it for years. Yeah, it's been like 5 years since I've used this headset, Astro A40s, and then the mix amp as well. It's a good mix amp. I do like it. It's hard to find these now, but not because they're rare, but because they made a newer one. I don't know how the newer one is. If this one does break, I'll probably get the newer one to test it out, and I'll probably let you guys know. But Astro A40s have been going strong. So is the mix amp. Like I said, the mix amp is right here. I'm circling on it with my mouse. But pretty much the Astro Mix Amp Pro TR is what the name of it. I'm sure they sell it on Amazon still, but honestly, you're better off upgrading to the really big one. I heard that one's better. But for my settings, it's pretty much, I have it set to a custom one, so it's 6. Well, they're all 6, unfortunately. Diablos, no, we're not about that. Jesus, we believe in God, bro. But I don't have it set to 666 because of that. I tried all of them, and 6 is honestly better. But no Diablo stuff here, bro. But 95 for the first hertz, and then 406 for the second one. Damn, it's hot in here. 783 for the third one, and then 3,901 for the fourth one, and then for the fifth one it's 6,000. Or not, is it? Yeah, that's the fifth one. I'm dumb. For the fifth one it is 6,339, and that's practically all you really need to change to make your, I guess, your headset like mine, or I guess hear the same thing as me. And then obviously the little like dial thing to like raise up the volume is set to 100 all the time for me, and then I have it always set to game chat every single time. So that's one of the other things that I do recommend as well. Now we are in Wooting. This is a great keyboard. I recently got this keyboard. I've heard a lot of people say it's a really good gaming one. Honestly, my experience, it is really the best I've ever seen. Wooting, a very popular brand of gaming keyboards, a well-respected one, and in my opinion, it is really, really nice. I just started using it a couple of days ago, and I recommend it for a lot of people. Before, I was using the HyperX keyboard, pretty basic keyboard. It got the job done with Siege. I don't complain. I'm not complaining that it was a bad keyboard. No, it was definitely a good keyboard. But pretty much my layout is, all of these are green. My keyboard's green. And then I believe the feature that I have is rapid triggers on everything, not just on these 2 things. You could have it set to your lean. If your lean is set to hold, yeah, you can do. I'll cover what the little like logo you see that's pointing. I'll cover what that is right now. But pretty much, I recommend having 0.1 millimeter on your actuation point. That's what I have. And then rapid triggers on. Separate press and release sensitivity is on. And then key press activate 0.15 millimeter. And then key release deactivate 0.15. Because you want, as soon as I click that keyboard, I want to get like the best response from it. So, that's what I have it. And then tachyon mode, it literally says it right there. Mode optimizes your keyboard for input speed when enables every key press response as fast as possible. So it definitely does help. If you are looking to get a Wooting keyboard, I recommend it. It's really, really nice to have. The keyboard is really, really good. Definitely a good for a gaming. Bleh. So yeah, definitely a top tier keyboard in my opinion. This is probably one of the best I've ever had. I have wanted to make a video on it, but I haven't really played enough Siege to talk about it. So sorry about that. But I definitely will make a review more on it as the time goes on. But yeah, those are my settings pretty much for everything. What the fuck? Never mind. We'll set it to 15. Yeah, there we go. 15 for activate and deactivate. When you click on rapid trigger as well, obviously on. And then let me see what else I got. Rapid trigger. Yes, I do have that on. Yep, that rapid trigger's on. Rapid trigger sensitivities. Oh, wait, no, I'm practically saying the same stuff. And then advanced key, I believe I have Snappy Tappy. That's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, Snappy Tappy. I can't describe it, but I believe it works like this. I'm not a keyboard techie guy, but from the videos that I've seen, it works like this. So if I click, let's say, what are the keyboard? A and D, right? The things that I have set to Snappy Tappy. If I click this one first, A, and then D, I have to look to say the letters. I don't know, my keyboard's memorized. But A, if I click A really hard and then D really hard, and then I click off of A, it automatically goes to D. It's pretty much just more. The best way to describe it, in my opinion, is it pretty much feels like this. With the controller, the analog stick, you kind of move it like this and it slow walks. It kind of does the exact same thing with the keyboard when you have this on. It's kind of nice and it responds more to whichever key is held down more. So if I have both keyboards, these are both of the little buttons on both. If I have this one like very pushed down very little, but this one all the way down, it does this one. It goes right pretty much. Best way I can describe it. I'm not 100% sure if that's a great way to describe it, but hopefully that is. But it really is good. Snappy tappy, you want that. It really is noticeable in Valorant CSGO, but it is banned in CSGO, so don't have it on CSGO. But it is allowed in Siege as of right now. So definitely use it for Siege. If you use quick lean, as in if your lean is hold, you definitely should have snappy tappy on Q and E or whatever it is to lean left and right for you. But if you use hold lean or toggle, sorry, don't use it because I don't think it's. I tried it. It doesn't seem the best for a toggle. It's weird on toggle. But I guess try it at your own will. That's on you. And that's pretty much it for my wooting. Not really anything else special about it. Pretty basic stuff if you ask me. Most YouTubers have this exact setting with it as well. But I guess do it as your own will. I believe that's everything. I don't think I have anything else to show. My headset, what I hear pretty much. Razer, Wooting, control panel, Nvidia. My settings in Rainbow. The multiplier. Well, you guys know how to do the multiplier. Most people know how to switch servers and use the multiplier. But I believe the one that I'm using is 0. 0.001.000. 3 zeros in the end after doing 0.1. But I pretty much use Spoid settings with the multiplier at least. I don't know if it's his exact settings, but I know it's the multiplier. And then I think that's everything that I've covered pretty much. I think I covered everything in this video. But I guess if I missed something, let me know. I'll probably do another video on this if I really did miss something. I don't think I did. Because whenever I watch videos of like people's settings, I get bothered that they don't show like Nvidia. They don't show what their mouse is, stuff like that. Like little tweaks. But hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you want to see another one, maybe I missed something. I don't know. I guess let me know. But that's all my settings in this video for my Rainbow Six Siege stuff. Hope you did enjoy for controller and PC. So hope you did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.